Okay, so the three dargis in the Oir. The first darga, he associated with the Bina. Guys, if you're on your phone, this is not going to work. Unless you're taking notes, but we didn't say anything yet. Okay. So the first darga, he associated with the Bina, which means Islapshus and Kalim. And then the second two dargas are both higher than Islapshus in Kalim in the conventional sense. However, the distinction between the two is, please tell me. You can use the Hebrew terms now without going into a whole hasbara. Chachma is something, and Keser is yet something higher. Chachma is higher than Islapshus, however, just add one word. The Geder Islapshus, we explained yesterday. And Keser is not even the Geder Islapshus. At the end of the Ois, he said that using the language of Chassidus to describe the bittul of Chachma is keyword, or you have a quote. It's the Haggah, the note of Perek Lamed in Tanya. The bittul of Chachma is what? Hu levadei hu ve'ein zolosa, which sounds like the ultimate, but it's not. First of all, the simple touch of the words. He alone is he, ve'ein zolosa, and there's nothing.
Nothing with him.
There's nothing zolosa beside him. So you're acknowledging there is. It could be, but there isn't. Ve'ein zolosa. This is the bittul of ayin. Ayin means there is otherness to whatever level that is, it's total bittul. Whereas keser is not the bittul of ayin, but rather what's the word he uses? Ephes, which means zero. Okay, language fails, but that's the strongest word here to. Now this corresponds to the three revelations of Oir, the Oir Mein Amoir, and then the next two levels, which are in generally one category because it's all about the mocker, but on two levels. Feeling the mocker, it's one thing, and then the highest level is being nithlal in the mocker, in the source, and the mishalim that we gave for it. V'yashloimar, continuing in now on Eis Dalet. This that when we speak about the Oir per se, that's going to be helpful if we remember the mashal that we gave. And let's put it on the table now, so it'll be clearer. It's probably better mashalim, but anyway. So what's the mashal that we have given here in this year? The mashal of the Oir is what?
Camera taking picture of the mountain.
No, not the camera. No, the camera is the keli. The camera is the keli. The brain that sees Lepayel is the keli. That's what I want to point out now. We didn't speak about the keli too much now. We spoke about the Oir. The Oir is the image itself. The image is now impressioned on the keli, and it can be reproduced, printed. The image is seen by your head, by the brain, and it's filed away, and you can conjure it whenever you want and remember it. But what's the Oir? The Oir is the actual image, not as it's on the brain. It's let's go a little bit clearer. The light is traveling from the object. All the entire image is being conveyed before it gets to your brain. The camera didn't appear in the camera. It's from the Mo'er till the camera and further. The camera picked it up. The eye picked it up. The eye saw it. That's the Keli. Yeah, so it'll help us understand what he's saying now. Okay, again, but the image is the Oir is the image itself, the pure light that carries it's a reflection of the Mo'er in absolute, all of its detail. Are we 100% clear on what I just said? Then it'll help us going further. So Yeshloimat, so the image itself, so where is that apprehended? We talk about this low, the measure, or it's going to say now more than the measure, not just the test of it, as it were, but it's the metzius. The metzius of the image is an image only when it's apprehended by Caleb. That's what that oil is.
So I would just project. Let's say in the mashal, no one's taking the image. The image of the mountain is going somewhere. The light's taking it.
Right. So he's saying that. So it's like if there's no one in the forest to hear the tree fall, does it make any noise? It's the same principle. It's producing sound waves, but is it vibrating on someone's eardrum and making noises? You know what the answer is no. It's not making noise as you know noise as but is it the vibrations of the vibrations? So the pneumonia, the is projecting. But what we're saying now is that no, that the oimitz at atzmai will find, as it were, the keli. The keli is integral to the oil. That's the kvetch here now. Get that very clear. That the oimitz at atzmai who be'oir amistabash bekelim. It's not just oil in the purest form, seen or not seen by the camera or by the eye, whether it's played out, splashed out on the whatever it is in the camera and the brain and the eye and so on. The first darge will be mislabish and kelim. It's easier to see lamaila. Okay, well, let's see the maamer further. This is understood. Whatever level, it's understood. Next, now that's the fact, and the fact continuing. And the two higher levels, A, mitzad hergesh mekoyre, B or C, mitzad arotze the kolbe mekoyre, and the higher level where he uses language of the earth seeks to be bottled in its mocker, and we gave moshel for that, repeating it all again and again. So that is ba'oir shalamaylim islapshus. That's an oil which, in essence, it does not need the keli and departs from the keli. Higher than islapshus. Get the islapshus, and then mamish, but still higher than islapshus. Chacham and keser. Why is it this way? We need that sarich iyon godel deepa, not iyon, but a deepa vana in. There's a question implied here. Then we give an answer. What exactly is the question? But once we hear the answer, maybe we'll figure out the question a little bit. You understand what I'm asking? This is a question. Why is it that the Erd Mitzad Atzmai is mislabish bekelim? And why then why is it that the lower level of bittul means dafka keli, and the higher levels of bittul is not keli? It kind of the question kind of is like you're asking, but the nature of Erd doesn't need a keli period. Surely, the light projects; you don't see it. There's no eye to see it. It's not going to be seen in the conventional sense.
So the question is stronger on the R that needs the keli or on the R that doesn't? That's my meaning of what.
It's more on the R that is in the keli. Yeah. Why does the R need a keli? That's quite simple. Why does the R? That's what's the shayla. If the talking becomes clear, the light projects. So why are we saying it's integral to the R? Is that should be seen, as it were. Now, Begashmis is not that way, I mean, just the Beruchnius. Here's a case where Begashmis is hard to can explain this. But Beruchnius, Hashem's revelation, the Hechrech of Keli. We see the answer will become clear. What are you saying? Who? What's the point of Oir? What does Oir mean? Gili. So what does this mean? We're talking about God. So God wants what?
So our revelation.
Which means he wants to be known. The kivin sheikar hagili. Well, if you want to be known, it's got to be received. So therefore, the first definition of Oir, let's drop the Hebrew and speak to the Megillah student. What are you talking about? Oir means that God wants to be known, reveal his presence. So if you want to be known, obviously integral to that revelation is that it's going to be apprehended. That's the point of it. To you and I, the world should know there's a God, starting with the highest dargis l'mayla, highest kelim l'mayla. The whole point of revelation is something that is not in the world of God should know him. That's what kelim means. Therefore, the oir, first level. So it comes out, this is really the most important one, isn't it? So here the oir itself, means its agenda. What is God's agenda? What's the kavanah of this whole inyan of oir? It should be known. So oir, first and foremost, revelation, otherness, it's going to be apprehended by another. That's the point of the oir. So therefore, yored v'nimshach listabash b'kelim. Therefore, the first darga, which means the first level of agenda, that we should know that there is a God. So there you have to have the kelim which knows. Repeat to me if you could. How do we? Not the marshal of the lagoon in Maui, but the nimshach by the Eibishter. What are the three dargas? Speak in simple language to the McGill student. What's God doing? We're starting with God. What's he doing? Level 1, level 2, and level 3. It's common to all of it. He's expressing himself. Okay, it's all oil. So what are these three levels? Push it to language. We've said it. I think we repeated it, but we need to repeat it again. What's the first darga? What does God want? There's three levels what God wants. What they're saying here now. This is all the kavanah elyoina. The Eibishter wants three progressive results, as it were, three dargas. Number one, you should know what? There's a God. Number one, you should know that there's a God. Again, Hashem could create in such a way that this will not be this awareness. You can create in such a way that it's total hell and begamarno. Atmos, creation, that's it. No gili, no oil. If you went, God can't do that. He's a whole sedish talshalas. The oil and of course he can do it. But if you go from Atmos and then no process, just creation, then creation would have no clue. It's one of two things. Either you're a nifred or you're batul b'metzias. It's just one of the two. There's no dargas, there's no getting closer, there's no getting further in our world. In the ladder of divinity, Ishtalshus creates this whole avodah possible, a relationship that deepens. So the relationship is deepening on three levels. First thing is that we can be aware that there's a God. This Pasha Seichel, looking around, he says, Malak Alalmi. You look, explain this. You look at the design of the world, you see that the design. The more you understand the complexity of the design of the world, you see a designer, and it's endless. You look at history, you can see, especially right now, you can see a plan unfolding before your eyes. No, that's the first level. That there's a God. Nirgish by Mekaida is evoking an ava, an awe. There's the metzias that there is a God, and a deeper appreciation of this God that you're discovering then. Nirgish by Mekaida. Ave, Yide, Sing Hashgacha Pratis, a relationship is starting. First, you have to know the person exists before you can be in a relationship. Well, such a person. Then get to know. And then become one. As we're talking now, you see where I'm going. There's another motion, marriage, which is always an accurate motion because our relationship with God is a marriage. So there's three stages. First is you find out about this person. enough to go out. There's enough information that's interesting. Like in our Nimshal, you look at the world, you see the design, that there's a God. It's not just that there is a God, there's a creator, a magnificent creator. Sorry? Or not magnificent, a creator. So you find that about, never met her yet, as it were, but you find that about this girl, the researcher, it makes sense, let's go out. All right, there's no feelings here yet, but there's some kind of relationship that you're going to go out because you know about the person. So you see where I'm going. Then comes the dating, you're going out. And your feelings start to develop, and as you get to know the person more and more. And then, that's a malis of natzmus. Seviv is like, you believe you're meant to be. A better Moshe would be, more accurate, more nuanced would be that Mamalak al-Alman is, you're married as a girl because of all of the milas that you understand and see. Seviv is way beyond that. There's a mystery and aura you believe you're meant to be, two halves of one soul. And then, mamish one. So the first darge. So what you're saying now? Why is oir mislabish in kelim the first darge in oir, which means it's overt number one agenda that God has, is it should be established in kelim because I want you to know that I exist. That's how it starts. Now vagam, even though everybody has the place, we have the same. Oh, we don't. We do. Do we have the same structure? Is it top of the page for you?
We don't.
No. Okay, so you know where I am. I don't know where I am. You know where I am? Good. Yeah, it's 5 lines from the Yeshloim, from the second paragraph. Middle of the line. So we're kind of taken aback. You're saying that the oid has to be nimshach in a keli, but aren't they opposites? The oid is nothing. All it is the ma'od, and the kelim is what's the keli in our moshel? The first moshel. What's the keli? The camera or the physical eye, the brain that sees. And the oid is ayin. It is pure light that's expressing the makir. It's a different world than the camera. Like we said before, this Maimer, from the Maimer of the Rebbe Rashab, Mikol Malkoim, even though they're opposites, but that's the point of revelation, that someone outside my world should know me. Mikol Malkoim, nonetheless, Kivin Shab Bittel Ayin, the Oyush Masad Atzmai. What is the bittel here of the light that's traveling from the Makir? Its objective is this by Lamayla, because there's a kavana. It's to reveal the ma'ir. Therefore, since its point is you should know that there's a ma'ir, it's yoded when it seeks to. This could be true of physical light. I don't know. This is a light is one of the most mysterious. There's all kinds of theories. I'm sure there is some element. I'm guessing because since it's bepnimis, must be also begashmias. That there's an element that light seeks to be apprehended somehow. Twice I don't know, I'm saying words that I have no idea. And in the theories of light, that there's a level where it seeks apprehension, seeks being contained, perceived. We keep on going till it finds it. Maybe someone listening will know. So the Oish mitzad atzmoi, who zeshin yoni who gili hamoy, since the whole point of Oir, first and foremost, mitzad atzmoi. What is light? It's traveling and revealing that there is a makir. It's bouncing off something and revealing its presence, projecting its presence. The agenda, that's God's first agenda. Know me that there is a God different. The highest dargis already. The first level of the first agenda, the obvious intent of Oyer that it should be apprehended and known by Kelim. Otherwise, what kind of revelation is this? It could be known. Known. That's Kelim. Now, I'm going to go a little bit ahead here. The Maimon is not saying this, but give us a Havana. So stop there. What does the Eibishter want? No, the Kavanah is a relationship with you. So therefore, know I exist. You're a creation, you're a Nivra, and the Eibishter wants to know. There couldn't be a greater gulf. And I want you to connect to me. Level 2, Gaguyim. Level 3, I want to become one. Through Torah and Mitzvahs, as we say. First is acknowledgement that you exist. Poshet, Kaylee. Now connect to me. First, I'm letting you know that I exist. Then in that revelation to you is my deeper kavanah that by you should, and this is your avodah. He's going to talk later in avodah. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but then you should want to be, I want you to love me. I want you to be in awe. I want you to be one with me. And this is all conveyed in the way God reveals himself to us. In this earth, it kind of summons, it's saying it's integral to the divine intent of Dira B'Tachtonim, which is conveyed in this, first and foremost, in revealing the Inyan Ha'oir. Right there is the Kavanah, what he wants. Know me, long for me, be one with me.
Why is it being labeled as bittul? Why don't we just say that the purpose?
Because the oir is bottle. All it says is there is a God. This awareness is about God being revealed. The oir, light, the light which carries the image of that which it is the image of, is totally bottled to the image. It is nothing other than the image being projected. That's what the bittul means.
Not a tafkid, it's the way it's conveyed.
Huh? Not what?
It's not like a tafkid. This is what you're supposed to do. It's.
I'm not sure what you're saying. The nature of oir is, again, in the moshel. You're looking at the photograph. What is this photograph? It is nothing other than what it is a photograph of. That's the photograph. So it's bottle. The photograph is bottle to the place. The photograph is bottled to that which it is a photograph of. That's all it is. It's not something else. But the point is, this mislabish meken, this oil has got to be on a paper, on a brain, on a camera. Why? Because now we're talking kavanah. Since the Eibishter wants to be known, then right there in his revelation, at the highest madregas, there's keli. There's keli. The oil, as it were, God seeks to be known. So not just revealing himself within himself for himself. The point of the previous Maimon. The kavanah primis is lahetiv libruev. Why? Please fill in the sentence. Why can't we say that the kavanah of the oir is that God should reveal himself? As all entities seek their self-expression, unfettered expression. Huh? That's a chsara for the Eibishter revelation. 2 levels. They're not going to go to all arichas. Number 1, 1 level and a deeper level. Even mitzad the darga of what? Of koyach. There's no mile in the poil. There's no mile. The koyach doesn't need the poil. And koyach has already potential. Mitzad atzmos is noisa hakoil. That's for sure. It's a chsara negilui. Who needs this? So therefore, the highest madrege in oir is what? And therefore the oir, the first darge of oir, the whole kavanah pnimius is the keli. In the end of the day, the keli is who? You and me. And but what? This Keli, what's the paradox? The kavan is you. What is able to want? That you should want to transcend you. You should want to connect to higher. This is the Rotze B'Shuv. Let's go further in the Maimon. Avol, that's the first darga. So the first darga in Oy, which means that the basic kavana, the starting point of the kavana is what the Eibishter wants. We should know there's an Eibishter. So therefore it's got to be Nimshach and Keli. That's Shleimus Agiloi. You want to be revealed, so you want to be revealed such that you are known. So there's got to be the union of Keli. Then comes the subtle details to the kavan of Dir B'Tachtonim. Friends, this is very similar to the kavan is a lichtike dir. You know what I'm talking about? We spoke about this recently. Kavan is Dir B'Tachtonim. Maisa is the Ikib in Pashas Koira, famous Sikha Chelik Dalit. Pashas Koira, that's his time, it was Maisa. Shachos Atzmus, finished. First Darga Kelim, Abish to do. And the level of Kelim, we're all the same. Put on Tefillin Gemarnu. The Kavan is no, a lichtike, which means a luminous home that's full of light, which means it has to be longing aguyim. You're tachten, you're connected, and you want to go higher. That's why Moishe Ben says, I also want Kedusha to be in Kedusha Kadoshim, and that's the Kavanah. The kolbim koyra first in between that the darg of the hergish ave and yira. It's not just ma'aseh b'poel, not just a home, but a luminous one full of longing and ave. It's a relationship. The wife doesn't just want a husband that's obedient. She wants his heart. She wants his mind. She wants every aspect of his being they should become one. Not just in the bottom line, Kabbalah soil. Hire a servant for that. It's all of the nuance of and texture of the human soul. That's a reflection of all of the Dargas Lamayim. A luminous deer. One example is a diamond, not just in the rough. It has its value, but what doesn't inspire. Polished. But then the Moshel of Tanya is what? Kavan and Maisa. What's the Moshel in Tanya? To explain their harmonious roles. The bird and the wings. The Maisa is the bird itself, which is al pi halacha kosher without wings. It means a viable creature. Maisa taku ayikid, but if it doesn't have wings, it's not fulfilling, it's not soaring, and not fulfilling, it's what it is. It's a creature that flies, it soars in heaven. The right wing, the left wing, Ava Yira. So it's not just the Maisa, give me your heart. The Baal Shem Tov started with that, Rahman al boy. And the big, you say this at the Baal Shem Tov. Chassidus came along to introduce kavan to the whole thing, right? It's a paradox of Chassidus. Chassidus comes along and extols the virtue of Maisa as never before. Dafke lamata dir b'tachtonim. And the details and the pratim, the hidr and pitchivkas and details like never revealed before. Maisa, really minute, minutia. And Chassidus emphasizes kavan with this atfila and ave, the whole maimar. Yeah. That's a relationship. Takadik is the Maisa. The Rik is the first darga of the Oir. It's wissen there's an Eibish there, Pel Mamish. But then, give me your heart, and then I want to be one with you. The words of the Maimer, let's continue. Avo, by the number 29. So the first darga is that Gosh is the Keli. I know, he knows that there's a God. Finish better. But when the revelation conveys that you feel the mocker, that God is totally beyond revelation, meaning he's much more than I know that he is, that there is a God. In other words, to go deeper, Seichel can come to the conclusion of, again, divine intelligence and end there. That's a malakal almin. But he feels safe, he feels the transcendence of the Eibishter. He feels and senses that there's the infiniteness of the Eibishter. Al Yideizem is battle minyan agiloi. So this goes the other way. It's not about giloi to me. Now the direction is now ascending. Such a revelation isn't apprehended in Kelim. On the contrary, it elicits rotzui, the opposite of shuv. But still, this is the chachma in between. Begeder is lapshus. The words of the Maimon now, we'll say them. Okay, it's already. Say medav. Haravan of them. Good haravan. Let's see the words of the Maimon. This second level, kiven shabitl shalei. What's the bitl? Al yedei shenirgish by mekayre. He feels his source. So Yirak b'his pashtusay v'lei be'etzem b'tziyus. The bittul doesn't permeate him, the recipient, because his bittul is I feel the source. So this I remains still separate from what I feel. It's still an element of self. Sevev Kol Almin still says this is not Almin, and it's bottle. Geder agilui. V'lochen habitl shlei bo'efen shenishara adayin v'ageder shaloi. The bitl still allows room for himself. He's longing, he's pining, but he's longing and pining. V'lochen hu begeder is lapshus beken. So this is the level of chokhmah which is higher than his lapshus mamish, because we're going. It's about you, but it's about my longing of you. So that's begeder lapshus in kelim. But then the bittul of not just an appreciation for you, but to lose self completely and to become one with you. This is a bittul that see, there's a certain satisfaction in the longing. I mean, this is longing. That's satisfying. It's beyond the I'm longing. It's kol kula you. They bittul zeh. This is bekelim, meaning the ego, the self. It's not even begedis lapshus. It's mamish merging. It's you. Finished. He's not even aware of and thinking of his relationship. That's how true this is. It's so purely you. Okay, Be'ez, what's today? Be'ez Hashem tomorrow, Friday.
The day before Friday.
What's that?
It's a day before Friday.
It's the day before Friday. We all know what Friday means. Friday means 6 o'clock. I'm going to tell you. But we'll all, Be'ez Hashem, the one everybody's turning out. The guys here at the table should know them. And on the Zoom, it's very inspiring and encouraging for everybody.